Look at yourself in the mirror. Really look. Ask yourself this question. Are you living your life or are you letting it pass by? Because 2026 isn't waiting, and neither is your potential. Every second you spend hesitating is a second you'll never get back. Today, we decide whether we chase purpose or excuses. The first step to living a life of purpose is realizing that your life is entirely your responsibility. No one else is going to come and fix your mistakes, solve your problems, or hand you your dreams on a silver platter. It starts with a simple truth. Everything that happens to you, every outcome, every consequence is influenced by the choices you make. You can spend your life blaming circumstances, blaming other people, or blaming luck, but while you're busy pointing fingers, your life continues to pass you by. Taking full responsibility is not about accepting blame for everything. It is about accepting control over your future. When you own your life completely, you empower yourself to make the changes that matter. Taking responsibility also means stopping the habit of self-pity. Too often, people wake up each day feeling like life is happening to them instead of realizing that life is happening through them. You cannot wait for someone else to validate your existence, guide your decisions, or rescue you from your fears. The moment you stop waiting for outside approval, you step into your own power. It's not easy. It's uncomfortable. But true growth never comes from comfort. When you start accepting that the outcome of your life rests on your decisions, you no longer see yourself as a victim. You see yourself as a warrior, fully capable of shaping your own destiny. Responsibility also extends to how you spend your time, energy, and resources. Every decision, no matter how small, has a ripple effect. Wasting time scrolling endlessly on your phone, avoiding challenges, or staying in situations that do not serve you is a choice you make every single day. It is tempting to blame your environment, your family, or your circumstances, but the truth is your potential can only be realized when you take deliberate action. You must learn to say no to distractions, to set boundaries, and to prioritize the things that matter most. Your life will not improve until you actively make it a priority. Responsibility is about being intentional, about living with awareness, about understanding that your actions today determine your results tomorrow. Another aspect of taking responsibility is facing your fears and failures head on. Too many people avoid looking in the mirror because they are afraid of what they will see, their mistakes, missed opportunities, and weaknesses. But true accountability requires courage. You must examine your life honestly, recognize where you have fallen short, and then take decisive action to correct course. Growth cannot happen without self-reflection. When you confront your weaknesses instead of hiding from them, you turn every failure into a stepping stone. You stop waiting for luck or external circumstances to save you and instead become the architect of your own life. Finally, taking full responsibility is about embracing empowerment over excuses. Excuses are easy, they are comfortable, and they are seductive. But excuses are the chains that keep you from becoming the person you are capable of being. When you own your life fully, excuses lose their power. You begin to see possibilities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems, and opportunities instead of setbacks. Responsibility transforms fear into action, hesitation into courage, and doubt into determination. It is the single most powerful habit you can develop if you want to live a life without regret. A life that is fully yours, a life where you no longer wait for someone else to save you, but instead stand up, take control, and make your life extraordinary. Comfort is deceptive. It whispers to you, promising safety, ease, and peace. But what it truly delivers is stagnation. Too many people live in a life of quiet resignation, convincing themselves that comfort equals happiness. They wake up, go through their routines, and avoid anything that challenges them. But here's the truth. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Your dreams, your purpose, and your highest potential do not reside in comfort. They reside in discomfort, in the moments when you push yourself beyond the familiar, when you dare to take risks, and when you challenge the limits of what you believe is possible. If you want 2026 to be a year of transformation, you must stop settling for comfort and start seeking the discomfort that leads to greatness. Settling for comfort often manifests as fear of failure. People tell themselves, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I'm not ready yet," or "it's too risky." These thoughts are not just excuses. They are chains. They keep you trapped in a life far below what you are capable of achieving. The truth is, failure is not something to fear. It is a teacher. Every setback, every mistake, every rejection is an opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to grow stronger. When you step out of comfort and embrace the risk, you discover capabilities you never knew existed. Courage is born in discomfort, and your potential is unlocked when you are willing to confront the unknown. Comfort also keeps you stuck in mediocrity, slowly dimming the fire inside of you. When you choose the safe path, taking the job that pays the bills but kills your passion, staying in relationships that no longer challenge you, avoiding the projects that scare you, you trade your dreams for temporary ease. Life is too short for mediocrity disguised as safety. If you want to leave a mark, if you want to be remembered for striving rather than settling, you must embrace the tension, the struggle, and the uncertainty that comes with chasing something bigger than yourself. The road to excellence is rarely smooth, and it is never comfortable, but it is always worth it. Another critical aspect of stepping out of comfort is challenging your daily habits. Comfort is not just about the big decisions. It's in the small, consistent choices you make every day. Are you reading books that expand your mind, or are you scrolling endlessly on social media? Are you exercising and taking care of your body, or are you choosing temporary pleasure over long-term strength? Are you actively learning and growing, or are you letting life happen to you while you stay in your safe, predictable bubble? Growth does not come from convenience. It comes from intentionally creating small, disciplined discomforts every single day that accumulate into extraordinary change. Embracing discomfort also requires a mindset shift. You must start seeing challenges not as threats, but as opportunities. When a task feels difficult, when a situation pushes you out of your comfort zone, when people doubt you or circumstances are against you, these are not signs to retreat. They are signals that you are on the right path. Real growth lives in the friction, in the tension, and in the struggle. Those who choose comfort over challenge may feel safe temporarily, but they will always wonder what could have been, what heights they might have reached if they had dared to be uncomfortable. Finally, stopping the habit of settling for comfort is about taking intentional action. It is not enough to simply tell yourself that you want more. You must move deliberately into the spaces that scare you. Apply for that promotion. Start that business. Have that difficult conversation. Travel to that unfamiliar place, or speak in front of that audience you've been avoiding. Each step outside of comfort is a step toward the life you were meant to live. Comfort is a cage, but you hold the key. Break free, challenge yourself daily, and embrace the growth that comes only when you refuse to settle for anything less than what you are capable of achieving. Time is the one resource that you can never earn back once it's gone. You can make money, you can build skills, you can repair relationships, but you cannot reclaim a second that has passed. Yet, so many people treat time carelessly. They scroll endlessly on their phones, binge watch shows that don't inspire them, or procrastinate on the things that actually matter. In 2026, the world is moving faster than ever, and if you do not guard your time fiercely, it will slip through your fingers, leaving you with regrets instead of achievements. Valuing your time like gold means recognizing that every moment is precious and must be spent intentionally, with purpose, and with a clear sense of direction. Understanding the true value of time starts with self-awareness. How do you currently spend your days? Do you know where your hours go, or do they disappear in a haze of distraction? Most people live passively, reacting to notifications, emails, and other people's agendas instead of proactively designing their own lives. But the most successful and fulfilled people understand that time is the ultimate currency, and every decision, every meeting, every task, every hour must be aligned with their goals and vision. When you start measuring your life by how intentionally you spend your time, you begin to see opportunities to cut out the waste, to prioritize the important, and to focus on what truly propels you forward. One of the most dangerous illusions of time is that it is abundant. People say, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I have plenty of time," as if life will always wait for them. But the truth is, tomorrow is never guaranteed. Every moment you delay pursuing your dreams, every day you let distractions take over, is a day you will never get back. Valuing your time like gold is about urgency. It's about treating each day as a sacred gift and asking yourself, am I spending this day building my future, or am I letting it slip away? The answer to that question will determine whether 2026 is just another year you survived or the year you transformed your life. Valuing time also means making tough choices. You will need to say no, often loudly and repeatedly. Say no to distractions. Say no to unproductive habits. Say no to people and activities that drain your energy without giving back. Most people avoid these hard boundaries because it feels uncomfortable. But the most successful people understand that every yes to the wrong thing is a no to the right thing. Your time is limited, and protecting it is non-negotiable. By consciously choosing where to invest your hours, you take ownership of your life and prevent others from controlling your schedule, your energy, and ultimately, your destiny. Another critical aspect of valuing time is learning focus and prioritization. Life is full of tasks that seem urgent but are not important. The endless barrage of emails, notifications, and obligations can make you feel busy while leaving you empty. To truly value your time, you must identify what moves the needle in your life and dedicate yourself to it fully. That might mean waking up an hour earlier to work on your personal growth, spending uninterrupted time on skill building, or dedicating energy to relationships that matter. Focus is the currency of productivity. Without it, even abundant time is wasted. By honing your ability to concentrate on what truly matters, you ensure that every minute counts toward the life you envision. Finally, valuing your time like gold is about creating legacy through daily action. Every hour you spend in purpose-driven work is a building block toward your future. Every moment invested in your health, your mind, your relationships, and your growth compounds over time into results that are impossible to ignore. Time is the bridge between who you are today and who you want to become tomorrow. When you respect your time, you respect yourself. You understand that life is finite, that opportunities are fleeting, and that the small choices you make each day, often overlooked, often dismissed, will define the trajectory of your entire life. The clock is always ticking, and those who understand its value act decisively, relentlessly, and with unwavering focus. Life is never going to be easy. Challenges will come, often when you least expect them. People are quick to celebrate success, but slow to prepare for the obstacles that inevitably lead there. The truth is, struggle is not a detour from your journey. It is the journey. Resilience is built in the fires of adversity, in the moments when you feel beaten down, when doors close in your face, when plans fail, and when the world seems indifferent to your efforts. The people who rise above mediocrity are not those who avoid hardship. They are the ones who face it head on and refuse to be defeated. To live a life without regret in 2026, you must embrace struggle as your teacher, not your enemy. Struggle is a mirror. It reveals your weaknesses, exposes your fears, and forces you to confront the parts of yourself you would rather ignore. Most people run from discomfort, hoping it will disappear, but avoiding challenges only delays growth. Resilience is forged when you stop running and start confronting life with courage. Every failure, every disappointment, every setback carries a lesson if you are willing to see it. The strongest people are not those who never fall. They are those who fall, learn, and rise stronger each time. The pain you experience today, the obstacles that test your patience and persistence, are preparing you for a future only you can claim. Developing resilience also requires mental discipline. Life will not treat you kindly simply because you deserve it. Circumstances will push, people will doubt, and plans will crumble. Your ability to withstand these pressures, maintain focus, and keep moving forward is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Mental toughness is not built in comfort, it is forged in adversity. Every challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your mind, to sharpen your decision making, and to cultivate patience, endurance, and unwavering determination. When you face life with the mindset that every struggle is a stepping stone, obstacles become opportunities, and setbacks become setups for your next breakthrough. Resilience also comes from embracing responsibility in hard times. Life often throws situations beyond your control, but how you respond defines you. You can blame the world, complain about unfair circumstances, or let fear paralyze you. Or you can take ownership of your response, adapt, and push forward. Every challenge is a chance to prove to yourself that you are capable, that your character is stronger than any obstacle. People admire success, but they respect resilience. Struggle will come. It is guaranteed. But if you choose to face it with courage, discipline, and relentless determination, you will come out stronger, wiser, and more prepared to seize the opportunities that others miss because they gave up too soon. Another essential component of resilience is learning to find purpose in the struggle. Pain, disappointment, and failure are not meaningless. They are shaping you into the person you need to become. When you see challenges as tests designed to strengthen your mind, heart, and spirit, you no longer fear them. Instead, you welcome them as part of the process. Those who live with resilience understand that their struggles are not obstacles to avoid. They are the foundation upon which greatness is built. Each hardship endured, each barrier overcome, compounds your strength, sharpens your character, and prepares you for the victories that follow. Finally, resilience is about persistence and unwavering commitment. Life will knock you down, but you must get back up again and again until you reach the life you desire. There is no shortcut around struggle, no way to bypass the pain, and no magic formula for success without adversity. The people who achieve their dreams do not do so because life is easy. They do so because they refuse to quit, because they adapted, because they refuse to let setbacks define them. The challenges you face are not punishments. They are opportunities to rise, to grow, and to prove that nothing can stop a person who refuses to be defeated. In 2026, the measure of your life will not be the absence of struggle, but how you respond to it, how you persevere, and how you transform hardship into unstoppable momentum. If there's one truth that separates the successful from the average, it is this: the most valuable asset you will ever own is yourself. Your skills, your knowledge, your mindset, and your health are all investments that compound over time, producing returns that no bank account or material possession can match. Yet so many people ignore this truth. They wait for someone else to educate them, to motivate them, or to push them forward. But the reality is no one will do it for you. Every day that you neglect to invest in yourself is a day lost, a day when your potential remains untapped and your future remains uncertain. In 2026, if you want to achieve extraordinary results, you must commit to growing yourself consistently, relentlessly, and intentionally. Investing in yourself begins with knowledge. Read books, attend seminars, listen to podcasts, learn from mentors, and seek out experiences that expand your understanding of the world. Knowledge is not just power, it is leverage. It enables you to make smarter decisions, see opportunities others miss, and navigate challenges with clarity. The person who stops learning stops growing, and when you stop growing, life passes you by. Every hour you spend developing your mind is an hour that compounds into wisdom, perspective, and the ability to create opportunities that others can only dream of. Knowledge is the currency of the modern world. And the more you invest, the richer your life becomes. But investment is not only about intellectual growth, it is also about skills and abilities. Your talents are tools, and like any tool, they must be sharpened and honed, whether it is mastering your craft, developing leadership skills, or improving your communication. Every skill you acquire increases your value and expands your possibilities. People who invest in themselves daily are the ones who consistently outperform their peers. They adapt faster, innovate more, and rise to challenges with confidence. Skills do not develop overnight, but every small, intentional effort to improve compounds over time, building momentum toward mastery. Equally important is investing in your physical and mental health. Your body is the vehicle through which you experience life, and without strength, energy, and vitality, all other investments are limited. Daily habits, exercise, nutrition, sleep, and mindfulness are not optional luxuries. They are foundational to your success. The stronger and healthier you are, the more capable you become of handling pressure, making smart decisions, and pursuing your goals with intensity. Mental health is equally critical. Self-reflection, meditation, journaling, and building resilience give you the clarity and focus to navigate life's challenges without being derailed by stress or negativity. Investing in yourself also means cultivating your mindset. Your thoughts shape your reality, and the beliefs you hold about yourself determine the heights you can reach. Surround yourself with positivity, challenge limiting beliefs, and reinforce habits that promote discipline, courage, and perseverance. Every moment you spend doubting, complaining, or settling is a moment that could have been spent strengthening your mindset. When you consistently nurture a mindset of growth, confidence, and determination, you position yourself to not just survive, but thrive in every area of life. Finally, investing in yourself is about long-term vision and consistency. It is not enough to occasionally read a book, take a course, or work out. True investment happens daily, consistently, and with purpose. Each small action, each hour spent learning, each choice to push beyond your limits, each step toward improving yourself compounds into results that are impossible to ignore. The life you want in 2026 will not appear by chance. It is built through deliberate, persistent investment in yourself. By choosing to grow, evolve, and expand every day, you ensure that your future self is stronger, wiser, and more capable of seizing opportunities. that others let pass by. Life is not measured by the years you live, but by the impact you leave behind. Too many people live day to day, focused only on temporary satisfaction, instant gratification, or the pursuit of things that will not last. But the truth is, in the end, it is not wealth, titles, or possessions that define a meaningful life. It is the legacy you leave. Your words, your actions, your influence on others, and the mark you make on the world are the true measures of a life well lived. If you want 2026 to be a year that matters, start asking yourself not just what you want from life, but what life and others will remember because of you. Leaving a legacy begins with clarity of purpose. You cannot leave a meaningful mark if you do not know what matters most to you. Take the time to define your values, your mission, and the principles by which you want to live. Ask yourself hard questions. What do I stand for? What will people remember me for? How do I want to influence the lives around me? When your actions align with your purpose, every choice becomes intentional and your life starts building towards something far greater than mere existence. A life of legacy is a life lived with intentionality, focus, and unwavering commitment to the things that truly matter. Another crucial element of leaving a legacy is impacting others positively. No person achieves greatness in isolation. The relationships you cultivate, the guidance you give, the encouragement you provide, and the examples you set shape the lives of those around you. When you invest in others through mentorship, support, or simply leading by example, you extend your influence far beyond your own time. Every act of generosity, every lesson taught, every moment of inspiration compounds, creating ripples that continue long after you are gone. Legacy is built not just through achievements, but through the positive difference you make in the lives of others. Regret, on the other hand, is the product of inaction. It is the silent weight of opportunities missed, words unspoken, and dreams abandoned. People regret the things they did not try far more than the mistakes they made along the way. Leaving a legacy requires courage to act. Even when fear is present, even when failure is possible, every decision you put off, every chance you avoid is a seed of future regret. To prevent this, commit to bold action. Choose to do the hard things, speak the hard truths, and pursue the paths that challenge you. Your life should be defined by what you dared to attempt, not by what you feared to try. Leaving a legacy also requires consistency and integrity. One moment of brilliance does not create a lasting impact. It is the sum of your actions over time. How you treat people when no one is watching, how you remain committed to your principles when it is inconvenient, and how you persist through adversity all shape the story you leave behind. Integrity, perseverance, and dedication transform ordinary lives into extraordinary legacies. In 2026, focus on building habits, values, and patterns that endure. Every small choice you make contributes to the larger picture of your life's impact. Finally, leaving a legacy is about thinking beyond yourself. It is about recognizing that your time on this earth is limited, and what you do with it, it can either fade into obscurity or echo for generations. Legacy is not about ego or recognition. It is about contribution, influence, and the positive imprint you leave on the world. Every day presents an opportunity to create meaning, to take action that will matter, to be remembered not for what you accumulated, but for what you gave, how you inspired, and how you change the lives of those around you. When you focus on leaving a legacy rather than chasing temporary rewards, you align yourself with something far greater than yourself, and you live a life that will be honored, remembered, and felt long after your time has passed. So here's the truth: 2026 is not going to wait for you. The clock is ticking, opportunities will pass. Time, once gone, cannot be reclaimed. You can choose to drift through this year comfortable and complacent, letting life happen to you, or you can rise, take control, and make every second count. The choice is yours. Own your life. Step out of comfort. Value every moment. Face the struggles that shape you. Invest in yourself without hesitation. And above all, live a life that leaves a legacy, not regrets. The difference between those who succeed and those who merely exist is not luck, talent, or circumstance. It's action. It's courage. It's relentless commitment. It's the willingness to stand up when others sit down, to fight when others quit, to dream when others settle. This is your year. This is your moment. Don't waste another second. Live fully. Live intentionally. Live like the person you were meant to become. The question is not whether you will face challenges. You will. The question is not whether life will be hard. It will. The question is, will you rise? Will you step into your purpose? Will you take responsibility for the one life you have been given and make it extraordinary? If your answer is yes, then start today. Start right now. Because 2026 waits for no one, and your greatness is already waiting on the other side of courage.